Honored guests, lend me your ears. Long has our fair Vermund suffered, without a true monarch to guide her and her people. Decades have passed since last His Majesty Erland sat atop the Draken throne. Long have we endured, yet it has not been for naught. At last, the bell has tolled on the age of the Council. At last, we may celebrate the coming of our rightful ruler. The return of the Sovereign.
My word! Such an inspiring visage.
Your Majesty shall have my eternal fealty.
Your Majesty, oh how long I have awaited this moment.
Behold, before you sits the rightful inheritor of the Draken throne, chosen by the dragon as its enemy. Behold and rejoice! Fortune has delivered us our savior at last! At last! Praise be, for only the Sovereign's guidance can lead us true. All hail the Sovereign! All hail! Let all present pledge their allegiance to the Sovereign. Let us be united in the hope that our liege's reign will ne'er end. Long live the Sovereign of Vermund! Long live the Sovereign!
Arisen, thou who wouldst slay the dragon, if thou seekest to behold this world in its true aspect, abandon thy reason. Cast aside thine heart and thy life both. I ask thee to demonstrate thy will, for naught but thine ambition can alter the course of the rivers of fate.
Now, which one of you was it? No need to be shy. I've just got to take down a record of your name and face. Come on, step forward. Are you the one, then? Is it you? No? It is hard to say. If the pawn... Aye, it must be. Speak up, you good-for-nothing pawns. Which of you is it? Is it you? No? Aha, I thought I recognized you. I ill like that look in your eyes. 'Tis queerly brazen for a pawn. Most of your kind have eyes blank as a cadaver's. Mayhap 'tis only natural, seeing as how you rise from the dead. There's aught different about you, though. Could it be that you fear death just as we mortals do? Worry not, vessel. 3 days here, and you'll be longing for death's sweet embrace. Come along, you feckless dullards.
I'll sleep like a log tonight.
Got to get home. Can't stay here.
What do you think you're up to, layabout? Get a move on!
Do your injuries pain you? Pray, do not overexert yourself. This is no place for one of your ilk. 'Tis harsh beyond measure. Even we pawns are pushed to the brink. You ought not anger the overseer. Let us proceed to the site. Twould be unwise to disobey. The overseer will show you no mercy.
I suppose these are my justice. Nodded off for a moment there. I'm ill at ease here. My bed.
I ought to be heading
As soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the
Venturing
tavern.
to grand way to wind up a good
Time for you to get to work.
You are prepared to work. Then you ought begin by carrying stones out from the station in the back and bringing them here.
Not ruins your day, like getting cut open.
The vicinity is quite cluttered. Pray leap, or aught that poses a hindrance to you.
What have I done to deserve this, I ask you?
A job well done. Now the next step is to... What is this commotion? Perhaps we ought to investigate.
No, the damn thing's been awoken. You but fell that fiend, even at the cost of your lives!
for an opening, then press your foe till they are overwhelmed. These may not carry shields, but their nimbleness allowed them to dodge and communicate. Boulders, barrels, and the like can make effective weapons when combatant. When delivering targeted strikes, I would recommend
Are you unharmed?
Get chase! Make ready. You move to a descent.
Consarne!
You ought flee while you can. After all, your charge awaits you. You cannot linger in this place forever. You have lost your memories. 'Tis surely the work of a fell curse, but worry not. You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
Consarne it. The accursed creature escaped. Oh, you! Get back here! Quickly!
this way, Arisen! Come this way. Let us flee.
Lost John. That is the only path.
No one could survive a fall from this height. Not even a pawn. Don't just stand there! Shoot it down!
It's getting away! Bring it down! Bring it down!
Go now, lost soul. Learn all you can of this world you must protect.
Keep your distance, Arisen! Worry not for me. The brine may swallow me whole, but I will not perish. There is a stone not far from here, known as a rift stone. Pray, seek it out. If you're truly the Arisen, then our paths will surely cross again.
Oi! Are you all right? What happened here? A griffin appears one moment and falls the next. And now you stand before me. Was it you then? The one who was riding on its back? 'Tis a wonder you survived. Accompany me to the stronghold. We'll treat your wounds and hear your story. Where exactly is this jail you say you escaped from, anyway? I've never heard of such a place. There's certainly naught like that here in Vermund. Could it be you were held in the neighboring country of Batal? Nay, I suppose that's unlikely. You've been estranged from Batal ever since the war. It is difficult to imagine any citizen of Vermund being sent there. Fie! Goblins! Let's take up your weapons, sir. You'll be needing it. If you find your strength lacking, revive a curative or have a bit of green wine. When one of the fiends comes for you, best guard or dodge, else you'll be sore on the morrow. Make use of the slope. It will give you an advantage against their ranks. Employ guarded attacks to get the enemy to flinch. Grander attacks are more destructive. There are oft items to be scavenged from the bodies of monsters and their ilk. If you're not squeamish about picking at their bones, that is. Have you beheld the dragon as yet? I've not, and I count that a blessing. All I know for sure is that 'tis a beast e'er more fearsome than a griffin. One need only look to the miserable state of the village of Mel to see that. We can but hope that the... Where are you going? I'll not force you to receive treatment, but I'd at least like a word. Where do you think you're going? You can't just run off now.
Welcome, Arisen. We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
What is this? Pawns? They bend the knee to you so readily, but then... No. Surely you cannot be the Arisen.
You seek the Riftstone, do you not? We can take you to it. Pray. Come this way. Before you stands a Riftstone. Tis a gate by which we of the Pawn Legion may cross o'er into this world. Pray, summon your pawn. Simply paint with your mind's eye the loyal attendant whom you would have serve you.
The people here are evacuated and safe. For the moment.
The people here are evacuated and safe.
The people here are evacuated.
There are more who can yet be saved.
Pawns are known as Crossers of the Rift, for we are able to connect to and traverse other realms beyond this one. When we return, 'tis our duty to use our experiences and the knowledge we have gained to aid you on your journey, Arisen. From this day forth, I shall serve you as your loyal pawn, and aught I learn beyond the Rift will be at your disposal.
Well, I'll be. You truly are the Arisen, then. Strange. I thought the Arisen was in the capital. Surely there's only meant to be one Arisen. Fine. This is all beyond my ken. The Watchhead would know what to do, I'm sure. Though, as luck would have it, he's away. I suppose we'll save any further questions till the Watchhead returns. You're free to do as you like afore then. What? You've no memories, you say? Mayhap you could make for Melve, then. 'Twas set upon by the dragon not long ago. The Arisen is said to bear some deep connection to the dragon. Should you be Arisen, mayhap you'll recall aught of import there.
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish to know. I shall answer, if 'tis within my power to do so. Nomads, we are oft called. Born in other worlds, we travel here by means of the riftstones that we might aid you, Arisen. However, I cannot speak as to our true nature, for I know of it not. None of us do. We do not need to. We merely do as we are commanded. Riftstones are gates that connect this world to a multitude of others. By their power have we crossed into this world, and when our mission is done, by their power shall we return to our own. 'Tis the name given to fate's chosen, those destined to command the Pawn Legion and safeguard the world from the threat of the dragon. Even with your memories lost to you, I am afraid you cannot escape your fate. Very well. May fortune speed you on your way, Arisen.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently. Please dispense with the formalities, they exhaust me so.
Restoration and reinforcement are the purview of a mage. You'll be safe in my care, Arisen. Are you fit to travel? Then let's not dawdle.
I see you recognize my worth, Arisen. I suppose I should consider myself honored to serve.
So tired. Hoy there. You seem well tired. Tell you what, you can stay here tonight free of charge. I'll expect coin from tomorrow, mind. My pa always used to say, there's naught a good night's sleep can't fix. Not much else I can offer, I'm afraid, but you'll find all sorts at a finer inn. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting yourself to a vocation if you can. Opens up new doors, it does. You should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to offer.
We must rest, though the sun is still up. A moment long awaited. I knew 'twas only a matter of time before your skills reached a new height. There's no discipline that steadfast devotion cannot teach.
If you seek to restore your memories, Master, methinks a trip to Melve might be just the thing. I can guide you there if you wish. Well met. Much obliged.
You are wise indeed to have sought my aid.
Fancy a gander?
Like it or not.
Could you come over here?
Must hold out. Someone comes to read me.
We're running low on everything, from provisions to crafting materials for weapons and armor. We've had a hard time procuring goods, what with all the monsters lurking on the roads of late. I sent Marcus to gather what we need, but I've just taken stock, and I fear the list I gave him was incomplete. What say you? Could I trouble you to run an errand for me? You'll be paid, of course. Glad to hear it. Here, take this list of additional supplies to Marcus. He ought to be somewhere north of here. Hand him the note, and he'll take care of the rest.
I assume you haven't forgotten the delivery we were to make here, Arisen?
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
It is no great shock to me.
You have no right.
Mayhap we'll have some fish.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
I've a thought to share myself. The pawns in this party are women all.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
Good. We're here.
That's everything assembled. A job well done if I do say so myself. Oi! Did you need something? This is from Sir Geoffrey, is it? Let's have a look then. Why? He wants these as well, does he? I thought I was finished. Why should I have to do all this on my own? I've got plenty to carry as 'tis. Say, your arms look free. You can handle that list in my stead. And make haste. I would depart for the encampment even a moment sooner. Well, go on. You know what to do.
Where ought we to begin our search? The items on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials, and I happen to know where they can be found. I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master?
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Here, if you please.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. The items on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials, and I happen to know where they can be found. I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master?
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Could you come over here? It is clear you're not interested in arriving at our destination, so I'll hold off on guiding us there for now.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
The items on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials, and I happen to know where they can be found. I can guide you to the vicinity of our destination, Master.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
I suppose we'll be wanting to report back now.
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Haven't you anything for me yet? Well, you best get to it then. How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Haven't you anything for me yet? Well, you best get to it then.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. No harm in picking a few.
Master, we cannot deliver that which we do not possess. That's everything on the list. What say we lighten our packs by delivering it all to Sir Marcus? Ah, yes. I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
We're in your hand.
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Brilliant! I knew I could count on you. Here, take this for your trouble. I'll be heading back to the encampment now. They'll be expecting me.
Do we report back now? Now that we've delivered the items on the list, I suppose we ought to report back to Sir Geoffrey. Person of import, I take it. Very well. I will lead the way.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Right, I see. That's a relief.
Oi! Many thanks for passing on that list to Marcus for me. As I hear it, you even assisted him in gathering the supplies. I hope 'twasn't too much trouble. Anyway, you've been a great help. I hope I can count on your aid again should the need arise.
Our efforts have seen the encampment resupplied, and Sir Geoffrey with one less care.
Splendid.
Hail! You a soldier? 'Twould be a surprise to see you arrive in one piece if not. Hordes of monsters have been plaguing this area of late, you see. We've had to start sending out new recruits to cull them.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way, then?
Ocado. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for him.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? Thyde can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't just abandon our posts. Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And Ocado's as well, I'm sure.
We have been called upon to render aid. Let us make haste.
I'm moving off where I stand.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such Arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Each to their own.
How am I meant to slay the beasts if I cannot strike them? Get down here, you feathered things! Who are you? You come to aid me.
You are healing. Allow me. Just like that. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Is that all of them? Yeah, you have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was paralyzed. You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed. I hope we meet again someday.
I suppose we'll be wanting to report back now. blimey! So, we finally arrived.
Hail, friend! Many thanks for aiding Ocado. 'Twas a relief to see him return, and none the worse for wear.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made well clear. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape with their grueling regimes.
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
If you seek to restore your memories, Master, methinks a trip to Melve might be just the thing. Fancy a gander?
I've fine goods for sale. Always a pleasure. What are you up to? Well met. Always a pleasure.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
We mustn't overspend.
I quite agree.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early ripping across the world, as they say.
Here we go again.
If we must. Let us finish this quickly.
Understood. You have my protection. Most impressive, Master.
They say, the Arisen defeated this lot without us.
That was certainly worthwhile.
Here, if you please. the state of the village. 'Tis a sorry sight indeed. The dragon truly is calamity incarnate. Mayhap a walk through the streets would help jog your
Pitiable Arisen.
Well met. Pleasure doing business with you.
We're going this way now, I suppose. By your will.
Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. 'Twas terrible. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. But you hung on and by some miracle survived. Arisen, I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with Arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermund, currently convalescing in the capital, became Arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are Arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
Let us speak with everyone we can think of who might know aught of use.
Say, do you think this one's real? The Arisen.
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way, but what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that, if you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I'd thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
We could make the fruit Brant ourselves. Or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melve.
At last. It all becomes clear.
Mayhaps it's time I went looking for it.
There's a ladder here.
Oh, excellent find. Might I be of assistance?
Allow me.
What say we see this delivered?
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper-like, I'll bet.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
You really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for it.
Shall we go and speak with Sir Leonard, Master? Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
What am I to do? You really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for it. That place puts my ears on. Yet if aught were to befall him,
Follow me, if you would.
to do. You really ought to have returned by now.
We're here, Master.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach, excelling in both offense and defense, and can adapt to any situation. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. Naturally, it is a vocation for those who seek to master the bow, an exceptionally useful long... At close range, however, a bow is nary more useful than a walking stick. Aye, the secret to being a successful archer is maintaining distance between you and your foes. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the mystical arts. Magic. Mages can cast a wide array of offensive spells and aid their allies with magical support. However, the more powerful the spell, the longer one must spend incanting it. Thus, a mage is unlikely to last long on the field of battle without allies to protect them. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Such blades lack heft, though this grants them the advantage of speed. Thieves favor light armor, which leaves them more vulnerable to attacks than those of other vocations. Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for the length of their blade through sheer agility. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time. Try them as you like. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
You found strength courses through you. It's good to see.
There's no discipline that steadfast devotion cannot teach.
Hustle and bustle. Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something? Do come again.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
Shall we seek some answers? Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him? Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Good. Then let us be on our way.
No one's coming to assail us. Mayhap we've scared them all off?
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day. We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Lest hope you're not. Regardless, do well not to invite my mistrust on our journey.
I'll gather this. It might be of use. A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see...
It is uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I would make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
This is generally used as a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
How could I have forced all of this?
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we
I'll go and open the chest.
I'm feckless, through and through. Enough! This has gone from bad to worse. I mislike the look of this.
The longer our journey, the more of each other we come to know.
Indeed. We've no cause for reserve. Not after all we've been through together. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard. Well done!
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Master, if ever your pack grows cumbersome, know that I would be glad to purchase any of your unwanted items.
thank you for the chance to hone my swordsmanship, and in good company at that.
Shall we discuss tactics now or later? You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
Douse the flame before it is too late. Was a glorious success. Once more.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Such a magnificent tapestry of stars.
Right you are. I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
These thieves are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Fort fell from the beast as it breathed its last.
I would have preferred not to have to fight too soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
You must not let down our guard.
The fire must be put out for our comrades' lives. I cannot fall to Farron.
Focus. The battle continues.
Well said.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
What's this? We're trapped! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
A Cyclops. Pray, be on your guard. The power of such a torrent is not to be underestimated. Perhaps we can find a way to mitigate it.
This could grant us an edge, if we use it well.
Focus. The moment of the decision will spell out you.
Yes, of course. I see it now.
seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another false Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brant. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Well now. The road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one.
Such treasures are seldom found. How exciting! My heart is fit to burst. Look here! Water is seeping through the cracks.
That sound? Fall back! Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy.
At least I go knowing I fought to the best of my ability.
Let us work together to honor the Arisen's trust. get that for you.
Fewer burdens certainly makes for smoother travels. I dare say, the spring has returned to your step, Master.
I could look upon this sky for all eternity, if 'twasn't for the crick in my neck.
Keep gazing upward and you're like to stumble ere long.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Hey!
I'll not stand for this.
Oh, gross. Dark.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brant, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the Sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermund's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Dull days, Father. Not a sign that all is well.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
We ought to put it to good use.